You mind?
Not at all.
Oh, thank you very much. These are very special smell about them. That's very generous of you. Gracias.
De nada, senor.
What happened to the statue?
Oh, I knocked it over, Robert.
It's too bad. It was a handsome piece.
I know. And, pretty clumsy of me, too.
Listen, now that the professor's taken his photographs, do you mind if I make a suggestion?
Of course.
Good. If we're going to see Sona Rosa, maybe we ought to get going.
That's a good idea. Professor, can we drop you anywhere?
Oh, well, actually, I was hoping the professor might stay.
Stay here, senor?
Well, I was looking forward to talking more about your work. I know my wife would be interested. As a matter of fact, I'll call her down.
You and Holly aren't going to join us?
I'd like to ask the professor to stay here and have a drink. Professor?
It will be my pleasure.
Great.
I love to discuss my field with people who have interest from the field, you know.
That's wonderful.
Okay. How about the rest of us? Get the show on the road?
Good idea.
All right.
All right, Felicia, Mariah.
Ladies.
Come on.
Professor.
Goodbye, Professor. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Robert.
Adios.
Tell me, Professor, have you tried Bromley's rather special reserve tequila? I think it might surprise you.
You know, speaking about tequila is very interesting. There are some discoveries were made here, you know, on an archaeological thing.
Professor, say no more. I'd like to get my wife.
I propose a toast. My friends, to Felicia and her decision to go to Port Charles. Felicia.
I'll second that.
Something wrong?
No, I think I just have to get a little fresh air.
She all right?
Well, she's upset, but that's understandable.
You mean because I'll be leaving her?
Of course. I mean, you must know how much she loves you. Holly and I could see that when we first met her.
I love her too, and I certainly don't like leaving her.
Well, you'll be able to phone her anytime you want.
It's the same.
Well, no, but she can come and visit Felicia, and, you know, every once in a while you can hop on a plane and go visit her. It's not like Port Charles is the end of the world, right?
No, of course not.
In some ways, it is the end of her world. I think I'll go talk to her. Excuse me.
Well.
Well, that was a delicious dinner.
Yes, especially the wine. Was it Mexican?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it is local. Los Reyes.
Ah.
The Kings.
Right on, Frisco. I'm going to make a native out of you yet.
I'll tell you what, if I have much more wine, I'll be doing a Mexican tap dance on top of the table.
Yes, I think I'm pretty close to doing that, too, as a matter of fact. But before I do any dancing, I am going to excuse myself.
Oh, darling, you need any help?
No, thank you. But if I fall over, I will call for you.
Loud.
Yes, I will.
All right. More wine?
No, brandy. An exquisite brandy.
This is also local, Robert.
It's called El Presidente.
Well, I'll drink to the old El Presidente at this point.
Me too.
However, I would also like to drink to something else.
What?
Well, a little on the complicated side.
Life is complicated.
Yeah. You know something? Life is complicated, and it can certainly be dull.
Well, our life in the WSB was anything but dull.
True, but being the police commissioner certainly is.
It's funny you should say that.
It's true.
I was just thinking about the life I'm going back to.
Well,
That's pretty dull.
you're a hot singer. You got a TV show.
Yeah, but, you know, it's pretty routine after a while.
So's being the commissioner.
You know what both of you guys are suffering from?
What?
The big letdown. And it's perfectly normal.
Huh?
What's that?
Well, you know, after all the excitement down here in Mexico. You remember, Robert, when we were on a hot case, the adrenaline pumped day and night and day?
Great feeling.
Oh, yeah, then we'd wrap up the case, we'd file our reports, and there was a big thud. No excitement, no adrenaline, no anything. Just one great big letdown. Used to drive me crazy.
Still does me.
Oh.
Come on.
It's a heck of a lot better than being lonely. And I know an awful lot about being lonely.
You get lonely?
Yeah, quite often. Up until now, at least.
Oh, until now?
Yeah, until you popped up again. Yeah, you don't know how much you invigorate my life, my friend.
Well, I'll tell you. You ask, and I'll just keep on doing it.
And I will hold you to that.
Perdón, señor.
Yes.
El profesor Esteves has returned.
Oh, well, ask him to join us for brandy.
Yeah,
The professor would like to wait in your office. He does not wish to disturb your guests.
Oh, all right. I'll go see what he wants.
Yeah.
You guys keep going with the brandy, huh?
Right.
Thanks. You know, it's funny.
What?
Well, you mentioned, me singing. I always thought, being a police commissioner, your life would be very exciting.
Yeah. Now and then, in between the times when you're doing everything in triplicate.
Yeah. Singing gets like that, too, you're just going through the motions after a while.
Yeah. But it's Port Charles. Here we come. So let's drink to something, all right?
Hey, you cued me. Here's to Port Charles.
No. Let's drink to excitement. To us. Well, maybe Port Charles.
I still say we should have taken the shuttle up from New York City last night.
Oh, the trip from Mexico, the flight was too long. What's wrong with spending the night in New York, anyway, huh?
I just think you have ulterior motives.
We stayed in separate rooms, didn't we?
That's because I asked for them.
Oh, will you just give me a break, please? Look at it this way. You got some rest, you got a whole new day ahead of you.
I guess that's true.
Hey, you ought to go to the university, maybe pick up a few brochures.
That's a good idea. I wonder when the next semester starts.
Probably pretty soon. You ought to check it out.
I'm really looking forward to starting my graduate work.
Kid, you have got a whole new world ahead of you,
Thanks to you.
Thanks to me.
Yeah. You were the one that showed me how little I knew about my ancestry.
I thought you hated me for doing that.
Well, at the time it made me a little bit mad, but that's only because you were right. I didn't really know as much as I pretended to know.
You're giving me credit for doing something nice for you.
Suppose you're not all that bad.
Well, that's kind of a left-handed compliment, but does that mean maybe you're starting to appreciate me a little?
I do. More than you'll ever know.
Tell me more.
What do you want to hear?
Well, maybe you can suggest how I can do some more nice things for you. I'm sure you can think of something provocative.
Like what?
Why don't we move this into the bedroom?
That's a good idea.
You really think so?
Then you can help me pack my stuff.
Just what I had in mind.